Welcome back to Liable of Zest. I'm looking forward to a fun and exciting Pilates exercise class. We are going to start with some breathing exercises in conjunction with some mobility exercises and then progress. Let's start seated in the center of our mats. I want our legs slightly in an open crisscross position. We're going to bring arms up, inhale, draw those gaps down your back, and on that exhale, slowly rolling your hands down to the floor, pushing the shoulders into the ground and pushing. Inhale, exhale, rolling that spine, lifting arms up, bringing those arms into a T position. Inhale, and on that exhale, rotate towards the left hand side. Inhale, center, exhale to right, inhale, center, and one more on each side as we're drawing those gaps down that back. We're going to bring those arms down, turning around and sitting at the end of our mats. We're going to lengthen that spine. I want those ankles in line with those hips and toes pointing the ceiling. We're going to round those vertebrae all the way down and reaching forward, reaching and reaching and reaching. We're going to do 3 of these, and I want you articulating through that spine, stacking that vertebra. Just get a feel of the movement and articulation of each vertebra as we're reaching forward and coming back up. And last one. Reaching forward, reach as far as you can go from here, keeping your chest where it is. We're going to straighten that vertebra, bringing arms to sides, and we're going to hold core tight. Deep breaths for 10, 9, draw those gaps down that back, 7, toes to ceiling, and 4, 3, 2, 1, dropping, rolling that spine and pulling yourself back up. I want you to imagine that you're going almost under a little ledge here. So if we have our hands there, we're rolling under that ledge, and now we're trying to lift that ledge up by extending our scaps and our back and holding. So you should feel this into your posterior or back part of your back and shoulders. And let's hold for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going back under that ledge and stacking that vertebra. We're going to do 1 more of those. Inhale, exhale, tucking in that chin, rolling yourself down and under that ledge. Now stacking and pulling up that chest, bringing arms to your sides. And holding. Deep breaths. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reaching forward, letting that C curve in that spine come back, rolling back up to stack that vertebra. We're going to bend our knees, bring our glutes to the center of the mat, keeping those feet on the floor, knees are bent. We're bringing our arms out in front of us, and we're slowly going to roll ourselves down to 45 degrees, so just halfway, keeping that core tight. We're going to open arms to T-point. On that exhale, inhale, center, bring arms overhead. Inhale, center, exhale, T-point. Keeping core tight, work really hard. I want you to feel this activation in that tummy. Keeping those feet on the floor and knees together. And exhale, T-point, inhale, center. And let's do 1 more. T-point, inhale, center, arms overhead and center, bringing those hands back behind your knees, lifting up and dragging those knees to stretch to the chest to stretch out. We're going to progress into rolling like a ball. So let's bring our hands onto our shins, lifting those feet off the ground, and inhale, exhale, rounding that spine to roll back and slowly back into seated position. Inhale, exhale, round that spine, rolling and back up. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, exhale, roll and back up. Last one. Inhale, exhale, roll and slowly back up, and dropping those feet and hugging knees to chest, lengthening that spine. We're going to extend our legs in front of us and pointing those toes as much as you can. We're going to roll ourselves down all the way into a supine position, lying on the mat, extending arms overhead and bringing arms to your sides. We're going to get that pelvis in neutral. Let's lift right leg into tabletop. We're extending that leg and we're extending that left leg onto the floor, pointing or flexing those ankles. We're slowly going to do circles outwards and back to center. And we're breathing in for 2 pulses and exhaling for 2 pulses. And inhaling, we're doing 4 out lateral. Let's do 1 more and back to center and going out across midline. Inhale and exhale, rotate towards that midline and inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale, sucking and drawing that belly to spine. And 1 more and slowly dropping that leg down, extending that leg, lifting left leg into tabletop, extending and flexing that ankle, sucking belly to spine. Work hard, and we're slowly going to drop that leg out laterally out to the side and create a little circle like we're drawing a circle on that ceiling, and inhaling as we're doing it, and inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale, and changing back to center and changing to the other direction. Inhale, exhale, rotate. You should be feeling it into this lower abdominal area. And inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale. Work hard. And last one, and slowly bending that leg to tabletop and dropping your feet back to the floor. Let's put our arms in a T position. We're going to rock our knees from side to side, allowing that trunk to stretch out before we progress that exercise. Keep it up, everyone. I hope you are enjoying that burn. Let's bring our legs back to center, arms on your sides. They can either be on your sides or in a T position to help with that stability. We're going to lift our legs into tabletop. We're going to extend our toes and get those knees into a straight position. We're going to inhale, and on that exhale, slowly drop both legs out towards the sides and then roll them around and back to center. And you can see my toes are pointed towards the ceiling. My pelvis is not moving. I'm using my core to stabilize and make sure that I maintain that good control and that posture. Exhale, round and rotate. And rotate. Keep going. And rotate back to center. We're going to do that in reverse. Inhale, exhale, rotate. And down and outwards and circulate. Try and make sure that you are equally activating on both sides. And let's do 3 more. That's 1 and 2 and 3, and slowly hugging those knees towards your chest, allowing that body to recover. Let's bring our legs back up into tabletop position, interlacing our hands comfortably behind our heads. We're going to lift head, neck, and chest off the ground. We're going to open those knees, core nice and tight. We're going to inhale, and on that exhale, slowly keeping those knees at an equal distance away from each other, lowering our toes towards the floor, back up into leg extension, back to center. Exhale, toe tap. Inhale up, exhale, leg extension, and back. And that's 2. And back to center. 3, work hard. We're doing 6 of these. 4. And 5. And 6. And slowly bringing those legs back to tabletop, ankles and knees in contact with each other. Slowly lowering head, neck, and chest back to the floor, extending arms overhead. And we're going to inhale, and on that exhale, lifting head, neck, and chest off the ground, extending those legs. We're going to place our palms towards the ceiling. If you need to, you can keep them bent. We're going to inhale, and on that exhale, bring arms towards center and back to midpoint. We're doing 6 of these. That's 2. If you're feeling like you're struggling with your neck, then just get one hand to support. Keep sucking belly to spine. And 4. 2 more. And 5. And 6. And slowly bending chest to knees. We're going to turn over onto our left hand side. Let's get into a comfortable position in our upper area. I want you to rest your head in your left hand. We're going to bring our ankles, hips, and shoulders all in line with each other. And I want you to elevate your back leg, keeping those ankles on each other. You're going to place this hand either in front of you or on this glute over here. And we're going to inhale. And on that exhale, we are lifting that knee up towards the ceiling, and inhale down, working really hard to stabilize. I want you to have a slight elevation here so that you can keep that good posture. And that's 3. Inhale down, exhale up. That's 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. We're going to lift that knee, extend that leg back down and lower. That's 1. And extend, keeping that other leg exactly where it is while the top leg does all the work. And 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. Keeping it there, we're going to drop that lower leg and just resting it on the floor. We're bending and extending. And 2. And 3. Keeping that ankle flex. 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. And last little push, keeping those ankles flexed. We're lifting and lowering for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly coming down. Should be getting a nice burn into that glute area. Let's turn over back onto our backs. We're going to hug that knee to chest while we rest that right ankle on that left knee, just to recover before we do another little set of sequences on that right glute before we turn over to the other side. Let's turn back onto our right hand side. Again, we are resting that head on that lower arm. We're going to get those knees, hips, and shoulders all aligned, And I want you to lift that leg up towards the ceiling. We are bending that knee into extension, then into knee tuck. And that's 1. Chest tuck, and then knee flexion. That's 2. Got to work hard. 3. Making sure that you're maintaining that good posture. And 4. Last 4. That's 5. We've got 3 more. Gonna feel that burn. Let's push through. You want to feel it in this side glute med, as well as a little bit into those other glute muscles. And lift, and slowly lowering yourself back down. Let's turn over. Resting that head on that right hand, ankles, hips, and shoulders all in line. Placing this other hand on your other glute. Lifting those ankles. Let's inhale. Exhale. Lift those knees up towards the ceiling and back down. Work hard to maintain that posture while you're working. And that's 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. We're going to lift and extend and back down. That's 1. Lift and extend. And 2. Open that knee, extend that knee. And 3. Open knee, extend that knee. 4. Halfway. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. And dropping that bottom leg, keeping that other leg extended. We're going to inhale and exhale, bend and extend for 8 counts. That's 1 and 2 and 3. Keeping that glute working. 4. Keeping that ankle flexed. 5, 6, 7 and 8. And slowly doing our pulsations. Keep going, lifting and lowering. It's just a little lift and lower by a centimeter. And let's go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly down. We're going to stretch out that left glute, left ankle on right knee, hugging right knee to chest for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly turning back over. We're going to place that head on that hand again. Knees, hips, and shoulders all in line. Extending that upper leg. Inhale, exhale, chest tuck into knee flexion. That's 1 and 2. And 3 and 4 and 5. Last little push. And 6, 7 and 8. And slowly dropping that leg down and turning over onto your tummy. Let's bring arms overhead, resting head on the floor. We're slowly going to lift our straight legs off the floor. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. We're doing 6 of these. Core tight, pelvis in neutral. Let's do 2 more. And we're going to lift and hold. And inhale, exhale, lift those arms up and down. That's 2, core tight. And 3. And 4. And 5. And we're going to lift and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly down. We're going to lift back up lifting straight legs, lifting straight arms, and keeping those arms where they are, drawing those shoulder blades down your back. We're pulling those knees out and back in. That's 1, 2, 3. Inhale, center. Exhale, out. And 6. Back up. We're doing our arms now while our legs stay where they are. That's 1 and 2 and 3. Neck in neutral, lifting those glutes. 5 and 6. And holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly down. Last little one, we are going to do both arms and both legs. Deep breath in, exhale, lift, inhale, bringing arms out and legs out, back to center. That's 1 and 2. We're going to finish off with some swimming. We're halfway. 3, keeping those arms and legs opening and closing at an equal distance, keeping those shoulders away from those ears. And last one, back to center, rotating those palms to face the floor. Inhale, exhale, and lifting and lowering alternate arms and legs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly lowering yourself down and lifting up into rest position, pushing the shoulders into the ground and walking your arms towards the left hand side and walking your arms towards the right hand side, and slowly back to center, pushing the shoulders back into the ground and bringing your pelvis onto the floor to open that chest, to stretch out those abdominals, and slowly bringing yourself into all fours so that you can lift that pelvis up towards the ceiling, pushing those heels into the ground and rotating up so that you can get a burning stretch sensation down the back of your legs. Bending right knee, pushing left heel into the ground and rotating and pushing both heels and pushing your head through your arms and slowly coming back into seated.